Hi, I'm Dana Obelman. Welcome to this week's video chat. Today's question comes from Heather, and she writes, my 10-month-old does not take good naps at the babysitter's 3 times a week and is super crabby by the time 6 o'clock rolls around. Should I just put him down early or should I wait for his normal bedtime? That's a great question, Heather, and I've got 3 tips around that. Tip number 1 would be to first find out why he's not sleeping well at daycare. I find a lot of people just sort of bury their head in the sand around daycare and hope for the best. But what I tell everyone to do when you're interviewing is find out, what do they do around nap time? Are things scheduled? Do they have a quiet place to sleep? Or is it just, oh, if they fall asleep in the stroller, fine, and just going like that? You really need to investigate a little bit and find out, is the situation conducive to what you've created at home? The second tip would be to find out how they actually get your baby to fall asleep. Some daycares are great and they'll do whatever you tell them to do, which in my opinion should be the way it is. I mean, you're the boss here, you're the parent, you're paying the bill, so they should be able to do what you want them to do. And if you come in really clear and say, listen, I put this baby down, awake, and he falls asleep on his own, all he needs is a quiet environment and a crib of his own and he'll do great, why wouldn't they want that? That makes their job that much easier. But some daycares, for whatever reason, have certain policies in place where they don't do that. They rock the babies or they stroller ride them until they fall asleep and then transfer them. You need to find out what's going on to getting your baby to sleep in the first place. And if it's the total opposite of what you've worked really hard to create, you need to keep looking, right? Absolutely. Tip number 3 around this is, for some babies, they just don't sleep as well when they're out at daycare or whatever the situation is, and none of us do really. I mean, we all sleep better in our own bed, so that makes sense to me. And if you find that, you know, they do what you ask and they try really hard and he doesn't quite sleep as well, if he's grumpy by 6 o'clock, then absolutely put him down early. I always say there is no reason why you need to live with a grumpy, tired child to hang on to some magical bedtime that you've created in your mind. 6 o'clock, you could have him do the routine, get him down for 6:30, and that would be fine. And because he's not going to daycare every day, then on the days he's home with you and sleeping great, it's no problem to hang on to your normal bedtime. We do want the body clock to kind of get in line with a consistent bedtime, but there is wiggle room around that. It's not set in stone. So thanks a lot for your question, Heather. Sleep well. If you are looking for even more advice on your baby's sleep, head over to sleepsense.net to answer 5 easy questions and get a free sleep evaluation for your child.